Monday, 13th of January, US session is about to begin. I do have some open trades here that I need to talk to you about. So, for the first one is the gold swing that I had open since last week, and it finally went in our direction. Went as low as previous day low, so Friday's low, and now it's bouncing up a bit. But I have actually added to this position here, so I've added a bit earlier. So I am hoping that we go further down here, and this is the target for my add-on, and this is the target for my original trade, which is right at this weekly trend line. Or well, daily trend line. So yeah, we'll monitor that. I also had an entry for gold, but obviously because I entered in an add-on here, I thought it was enough. And it would be this, the break of this candle. Now, I don't know if we would have gotten filled in long here, but I'm not gonna take it when I have two shorts open. So that's out of the question. So I'm gonna focus on the other entries now. I've also sold the DAX here, so I was actually a bit unlucky with getting stopped out here, but then when price returned to what was my original long entry and barely touched it and started reversing, I thought that this looked like it's gonna make a lower low. So price has been going down since, but obviously now with the US market having just opened, we'll see. I also went short, again as a swing, very low size here. I went short the Dow, mainly because of this bearish daily close on Friday, closed below this entire area. And I do think that there's a chance we go lower here. I'm not gonna be too ridiculous with my targets, but yeah. Obviously, I think the stop is quite tight, so we could get stopped out here, but it's a swing trade. I'll let it play out, and I'll still take my second 5-minute bar trigger that I have prepared here, and I'll take it whichever way it triggers. Now earlier we did have that long on the UK 100, which I added to. We got stopped out here. Initially it looked like maybe I got unlucky and it bounced back up, but this resistance here proved quite strong. So yeah, we made lower lows, so that's fine. Now I would like to see a continuation in the sell in gold and a continuation in the sell in DAX. I do have an entry for the DAX as well, which is the second 15-minute bar. And yeah, I'll pause you for now. I will wait for the completion of the second 5-minute bar in the Dow, and I will likely follow the break of that, and then a bit later we'll take a look at the second 15-minute bar close in the DAX and see if there's an entry. I would like to see a reaction here just above London highs, so price going just a bit above and then retracing back into the range. If we get a close now above this, I might just consider closing it early, but we'll see. So waiting for the second 5-minute bar to complete here, while I'm also managing the other open trades. I'm not closing anything early, so I didn't close here. I do think there's a good chance that we break through this, because generally on gold, if we are to bounce back up following the touch of a previous day low, it usually happens a lot faster. So something like this, like we had here, this shows me that the market isn't as strong today. So I do think that there's a good chance we go lower. Let's see, decision time here for the Dow. Let me just make this a bit smaller so we can see it better. I'm not risking too much, so it's still below 0.5%. And here I'm risking 0.3% and targeting just a bit below the London low, so like 20 points below it, which is very reasonable, I think. It does feel like the market is a bit weaker, so I think being short is fine here, but we'll see. As is often the case, the Dow and Nasdaq are pretty much going against each other at the open. We'll see if it lasts. I'll pause here and bring you back. We're a few seconds away from completing the second 5-minute bar here. So we did have a rally to open, and now we're retracing a bit. I would obviously prefer a short trigger here. This doesn't really count as adding to a losing position because, again, I executed this as a swing. So I am going to place a sell below and a buy above. $39, like 33 I think is fine. And here 32. We did get triggered short, so actually gonna put it to 33 and move this one as well. Just have both here now. And I'm going to target close to the London lows. Gold is also making another attempt here to break down. It's going to be the 4th attempt here to break through this support, so it kind of has to happen now. Gold has been really strong last week, and this is finally the first real sign of weakness. So I think my entry was really good for the swing, and now I'm just hoping for some follow through. I could target more, perhaps even the break of this trend line, but I do think that price will stumble when we get around here, so I'm fine with these targets. If this bounces back up again, then it's just really unfortunate for us. And I'm just gonna lower the stop loss here. For the add-on. That one just below, and now it's attempting to go back up. I'll have to hope that this bar holds. The second 5-minute bar in the Dow has been great for me in the past month or so. So So it has returned a lot of points. If it doesn't work out today, then that's fine. And this goes for all of my entries. Perfectly fine with losing any of them, even all of them. Because I'm looking at what I'm earning on average on them and in total over a period of time, and they're profitable, so one day's result doesn't really change much. Of course, I do want to win and I hate to lose, but just cannot win every time. And this is not looking good. Wow, that's really strong. We got lucky so far, but I don't think this will last. I'm just above, but no. I still think this is going lower today, but this is showing a lot of strength right now. My next entry for the Dow will be based off the close of the second 15-minute bar, just like in the DAX. So if we get stopped out here, I'll wait for that. Very close here. We were very lucky not to get stopped out, but I don't think we can survive here. That's actually quite funny. But again, I do think we're going to get stopped out of both here, so this isn't really how this particular strategy looks like when it works. When it works, it generally just goes immediately. Or even better, it just retraces a bit and then just goes and accelerates in our direction. So this is definitely not the way it behaves normally. Or better yet, it's not how it behaves when we win with it. So and gold is going up as well again. It's a pretty strong open overall. Nasdaq and SPX have also bounced back up a bit. Would be amazing to survive here after this, but and it was close like a couple of times here. That would be pretty amazing to see. But like I said, it's a slim chance here that we survive. So we're just gonna have to look towards the next entries, and this is why I really like these mechanical entries. You just have to take them because your research is showing that they're profitable over time, so it kind of takes the decision away from you. And it's just about executing. There is some actual resistance here, but I think we're just too tight, and I'm not touching the... Yeah, we're gonna get stopped out now. I'm not touching the stops anymore, so... Unfortunate. Nothing I can really do about that. It was more than a valid trigger. I left proper cushion, so it wasn't today for this entry. So we will now focus on the 15-minute time frame and wait for the second 15-minute bar to complete in both. Sadly, gold is also reversing here after 4 attempts to break down, which is kind of sad. This really lowers the chance of the add-on working out. I'm gonna let it play out because it's quite a small loss now if it hits. And there's still a chance that this reverses, but after 4 attempts the breakdown and price just bounced back up at this previous day low line to perfection. I don't think we're surviving in this one either. We might survive in the original entry, I don't know. I brought the stop loss back to break even because I think we were like 20 points in profit, so I mean if price is gonna retrace 20 points from here, then we're probably going further up. It does look like we're gonna get stopped out of the gold add-on. Unfortunate. It really looked good for a moment there. It's rare that you see 4 attempts at a breakdown. Unsuccessful. Of course, this is great for bulls here because we've double bottomed here and immediately reacted, so if they can hold this up now, we're probably going back up. Yeah, this is strong now. Sad. Okay, there goes the add-on. We're still in the original entry, which I'll let run. Bit of an unfortunate turn of events here, but like I've said last week as well, we're gonna go through different types of runs. We started with a run of losses, then went on a good winning streak, and now we've been a bit unlucky today. This is why I also wanted to lower the risk per trade today, because I knew I was gonna get triggered into more entries. So yeah, it's 8 minutes remaining until we complete the second 15-minute bars, and I'll bring you back then. Second 15-minute bars are about to complete. I've added a sell order on the DAX below it, and I'm also gonna add a short order here. And a long order above. About a 6-point cushion. It's fine. I'm not gonna add a buy order above because obviously I'm short and this is somewhere in between a swing and a day trade. It's more like a low volume day trade, so I'm not gonna take the long as well here. Bit of an unfortunate stop hit here, especially if we go back down now. But what can you do? I did decide to move the stop loss, so this is going to happen sometimes. Okay, no reason in keeping you here. I'll wait for the trigger and I'll show you then. I have added another order, another sell order here in gold. I do think that if we retrace here and sell, this is a very good point of entry. And it's close to our stop, and if we get triggered here, our stop will be this as well. So it's just going to be basically an aggressive entry where I try to add again at a better price at a place where we could start selling again. So this is aggressive and speculative, but I do think that it has a good chance of working out. If we look at where the sell started, oops, that's too low. So it's right in the area of possible reversal, or the best area, the most likely area of reversal. Especially with traders being a bit more concerned with Fed policy for the coming year. I do think that we will be seeing lower prices until maybe the inauguration, and then we'll probably spike back up for a few days or weeks. So we got triggered long in the Dow here. I'm just going for a 100-point stop loss, not going higher than that, even if normally the stop loss would be below this bar. For the Dow, I don't want to have a stop loss larger than 100 points, and I am targeting about 150 points, 140 points, which would take us back to a bit above the middle of previous day's range. So I think that's definitely a decent chance that that happens. Sadly, this will also mean that we'll probably lose in this trade, but we'll see. Now, a break above this 15-minute bar in gold is generally a bullish trigger, but I won't be taking it. Instead, I will be taking the breakdown of this bar if it happens. So we either get to here and I enter short as an add-on, or we get to here and I enter short as an add-on. SPX touched previous day high. Will be interesting to see. This is actually quite a nice entry for a short as well, but I wasn't paying attention to that. Doesn't look like it's going to happen in the Dow, which means it's just not our day. But let's see. I'm going to let these trades play out, and if they don't work, they don't work. I will be waiting for the 4th 15-minute bar in SPX and 7th 15-minute bar in the Nasdaq, and then call it a day. Because these were all my planned entries beforehand, and these are entries that I've researched and entries that I know are profitable over time, so there's no point in not taking them. But yeah, we're gonna get stopped out here. It's unfortunate. I guess we were short too early. and then long too late. But that's how it goes sometimes. If we are to dump here, I would at least hope that we dump here as well. And gold is retracing further now. Yeah, this was actually quite an unfortunate stop. But what can you do? And we got stopped out here. That's fine. It's just not our day in the Dow Jones index. I'm happy with the execution, honestly. Followed my rules. I like all the entries. All the entries are profitable over time. We might get triggered on the add-on again here. And you would expect that the support would break at the 5th time of trying, but we'll see. Okay, I'll pause you again and wait and see what happens and bring you back. A tougher day and tougher start to the week, but that's trading, and these are the days where we need to survive and we need to stick to our plans and not do anything silly or rash or reactionary. This is all part of a prepared plan, and on some days we will not win. So yeah, look, quite a few losses in a row. And this is why it's so important to manage your risk properly, especially with a strategy that works on mechanical entries. You will get runs of 6, 7, even 8, 9 losing trades in a row. So your account needs to be able to survive that. And that's why I only risk maximum 0.5% per trade, and that's why you see me sometimes move the stop loss, and why you see me sometimes risk a lot less than that, because I know that we can get into these losing streaks, and this is completely fine and accounted for. So well, let's see how the day goes. It's still not over, and with a bit of luck we could recover a bit here. Let's see. I'll pause you and bring you back. So I'm waiting for the 4th 15-minute bar to complete in the SPX and take the breakout or breakdown of that. I'm also managing this trade, and I've also decided to place another short order at the very top here in the Dow. If we get here again, I do think and still think that we are going lower today, so I'm thinking we might just revisit this swing high and then sell off, and I'm going to give it another 100-point stop loss here if we get triggered. That's going to be my last attempt in the Dow today. We'll see how it goes. Gold is retracing to the lows again. I do think we'll see another attempt to take out this low. Yeah, really unfortunate with this close here, but sometimes we just miss out on getting stopped out, like we've seen last week. There were a few instances where we just missed getting stopped out and then market went our direction, so this is the opposite of that. It's gonna happen. And here we might not get it. We might just miss out, but we'll see. Close to getting triggered another short here. Hopefully this time it works. Yep, we're triggered. Not gonna risk more than the usual 0.5%. And I'm gonna remove this now. So I don't want to see that again. I mean, I don't want to see price revisit this level again. Hopefully 5th time's the charm here. I'm gonna give it room to run if it breaks down. Feels like we've lost some steam here. Yeah, I'll pause you. So we are attempting to break down here again, 5th time. It would be nice to finally achieve it. But the support has been insane. So like if you were a scalper, this has been really profitable for you today. You just bought at previous day low every time. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder if that scalper though is buying here again with the same confidence. I mean, some are. Let's drop to the 1 minute. Maybe I'm being biased, but it doesn't quite feel the same. Let's see if we cleared this bar now to the upside then. Yeah, perhaps. Well, there's definitely some buyers. Well, let's see. There's definitely some sellers here as well. So you would expect this to hold now. I've deleted the order here because kind of missed out. I don't think that if we revisit this now, it's gonna sell again. And the DAX is getting close to our stop as well. Entered this here, went our way to start with. Yeah, we were in profit on a lot of these trades today, and then I just let them run, but I think it's important to stick to your targets and not start panicking when you see a bit of profit and start closing trades out of fear of losing that profit. Sometimes it's not going to pay off, but I think in the long term, in the long run, this is the right way to do it. So we'll see. We do have an attempt to go back up here. Might not just be the day for this trade. This is the super support here. Even on the hourly, you have 4 attempts at breaking down. How often do you see 4 attempts at a level? Feels like volatility is dropping a bit here, which doesn't bode well for us. But let's see. I'll pause again and we'll see what happens. I have a buy order here above the 4th 15-minute bar and the SPX. So I do believe we go higher here if we break above this. I'll also post the short sell. About 1.5 points of cushion is fine. Again, this is a planned entry of mine, so super researched entry. It returns a profit right now over time, so I can just take it mechanically. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I will have just a 0.5% stop loss though. I went with a bit higher sizing that I should have here. But I do think that if we break, especially if we break above here, and I think this resistance is weak now, so we're gonna attempt to break out. This is why I'm not interested in this sell here either right now, because I do think the market is going to try to squeeze the shorts here. So we are long. $12 points stop is more than enough. I'm going to delete the short. And I'm going to target close to the highs of Asia session for now. We'll see. Actually, this might be a low target, because I think if we are to break out, we're probably going to go good into Friday's New York range. So let's keep this as a target for now. Be a bit more ambitious. Especially since if this works, most likely we're going to get stopped out of this. And gold is once again failing to break even on the 5th attempt here. Although I would say that this attempt isn't completed yet. But let's see, I'll pause you and we'll see what happens. Enter the short here as a hedge, more or less, on the break of this candle here. This looked a lot like a fake breakout type of formation here above this level right here. And if we are going lower here, then I do expect us to go almost all the way here. And this is also as a hedge for this, which again looks to have just gone above previous day low. extraordinarily long and now reversed. I avoided getting stopped out here, but I don't think I'll avoid it for much longer. And gold finally managed to dump between this, but it's now looking at as just a raid for liquidity. Unfortunate if that's the case. I'm gonna move the stop loss lower here because I don't envision a scenario where we get back to here and then we reverse hard again. It could happen, but I think it's more than enough of a stop loss. Yeah, a difficult day. But I follow my plan and I like my entries, so. Let's see what happens. These are the entries. And I think I'll pass on the 7th 15-minute bar in the Nasdaq. I think this is enough entries for today. This is going to be the 7th 15-minute bar, but I mean, this price action is kind of choppy as it is, and I have enough entries for the day. Like I expected in the morning, I knew I was going to take more entries today. And it's just unfortunate that it hasn't gone better after a good start to the day, but that's how it goes. So we're still in several trades here that can go our way. And we're safe on the account because we started the day at 10,400, so even if we lose all of these, the account is fine, so that's the main goal. Yeah, I'll let these run and we'll see what happens. A final update here, so yeah, a tough day today. No way to say it differently. I got stopped out of the SPX trade as well. You can see quite a bit of losing trades in a row, but like I said, that could happen. I am still in 4 different trades that I'm going to let run, and I'm going to let these run for the rest of the day, maybe some even into tomorrow, but we'll see. Whatever happens, I'm not adding any more trades, and even if I lose all of these, I'm still okay on the account, so that's the most important thing. I'm hoping for a sell to come later in the day, but we shall see. Complicated price action for a breakout trader, for sure. So nothing more we can do today, but keep applying our rules and going again tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Hanged around for a while longer. If you recall, I had a short on the Dow here, from here, and I managed to actually exit almost at the low point. My original target was around here, if you remember, but I just decided to close this here after I saw it stumble for a bit, because I was also short this and also 2 shorts in gold, so I have enough short exposure, and I just wanted to take the profits there. I'm gonna let the other trades run, at least to manage to stop the bleeding for a while here. I'm hoping we continue lower, at least in gold, if not in the DAX as well. But yeah, just a tougher day overall. I think we managed it well. I'll keep following my plan, and I'll keep entering the triggers that my research is showing that are profitable over a period of time. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll be here tomorrow morning to hopefully have a better EU session. Thank you and goodbye.